Northern Cali born and raised, real shark about that tank. We go hard up in the paint and spin them blocks, they said we can't. Talking all that tough shit, don't end up in a casket. Glock up on my hip, be the only thing that's plastic. Hit him in the belly, guarantee that boy gon' fall. It don't matter who you body, you still a ratchet.
What's cracking with the gente on YouTube, man? Thank you guys for tapping back in, showing love, showing support, all that good stuff. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment down under, subscribe if you haven't already. And as you guys can see through the title and the thumbnail, man, today we got Trouble in Paradise. Trouble in Northern Paradise. So, hey man, before I get into it, let me just say this. For a long time, everybody was saying that only the Southern podcasts and the Southern rappers were getting into beef with each other, and that Northerners wouldn't do it because they're so professional and whatnot. And I knew all along it wasn't that, right? I kept the opinion to myself because there's no way of proving it until now. So the only reason there hasn't really been beef amongst Northerners like that is because none of them have been in positions to beef with each other like that to where people care enough to watch. And I don't even say that in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying nobody has a Northern podcast like The Hater World or like Hood Stocks or like any of the Southern podcasts. There isn't a Northern one that's as big. Like there's only like Mudville, now the No Paperwork podcast, Pocho, even though BFD said Pocho's not a Northerner. There's people that align themselves with the Northerners. There hasn't really been one that's been popping like that. Cause I mean Mudville's not really like a podcast. He's more of like a voiceover YouTuber, kind of like what I do. So I'm just saying, it's gonna happen. Look, at the end of the day, I'm not throwing shots at the North for doing it. All I'm saying is we're all human, and it's gonna happen. People are gonna beef. People are gonna have issues. People are gonna speak on each other, make videos about each other, speak on each other, no matter where you're from. It doesn't matter if you're from down south. It doesn't matter if you're upstate. It doesn't matter if you're a Northerner. None of that matters at the end of the day. We're all human. We all have our own opinions, our own views, and we're going to speak on certain things when the time comes, whenever you feel something is not right or you're, just know that it has nothing to do with how professional Northerners are or none of that. It's just now people are in position to pay attention like that. BFD dude, I think I've listened to 2 of his songs. The one song I listened to was not that great. I'm not going to lie. The other one was pretty cool though. That he definitely could rap. I guess just the first one that I listened to just wasn't it. So, as you guys know, because everybody is speaking about this, like it's crazy because when it happened, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I actually tap into the No Paperwork podcast at times, depending on who's the guest, and this time it was a live, and I was on another live, and they were like, oh, they're going in on Pocho, and I was like, oh damn, like everybody knows, me and Pocho had our little issue. We were all right at one point, and then the dude just couldn't, bite his tongue, and it is what it is. I had a response for him. And here's the thing, let me explain, and then I'm gonna tell you guys why I think I'm gonna just say who's right, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel like the other party is wrong. So obviously Pocho made that thumbnail where it's a bunch of Northern rappers and homie rappers, with him and Cholo Juan presenting the compilation album or mixtape, whatever it was supposed to be. I guess produced or presented by Gold Toes, right? In which I guess BFD was on the cover. I still to this day I have not seen the cover because I'm gonna tell you right now. If there's one thing about me is if I don't mess with somebody, I just don't tap into their stuff because it doesn't. The less I pay attention, the less it's gonna affect me. So I just don't tap in, and that's just the honest truth. I really don't tap into Pocho's channel. So I did. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did watch his response to BFD and the No Paperwork podcast. So they were kind of going. No, I'm not gonna say they were going off on him because they didn't really say anything crazy. They didn't say nothing that was like, okay. So I'll speak on this first. Pocho's response, I'm gonna speak on first because that one was a little bit more disrespectful. It was more, You know, it was just more. I'm not gonna say entertaining. That's not the word, but it was just like he just did the most. He turned into his own saying a gangster Karen, right? Like voice cracks and ready to cry and all. Like the dude was just going off, right? Saying that BFD and I can't remember the other guy's name, but I think he's from Stockton or Sacramento. He was right next to him. I'm pretty sure he's a northerner because it was BFD, the guy next to him, and then it's like the white dude with the tail, which I believe is not a northerner, but obviously an affiliate, you know. But so the two northerners, they were kind of more speaking on Pocho more like with distaste in their mouth for him, and he felt a way about it to where dude, like I said, dude was about to cry. Like his voice cracks were crazy. If you go watch that video right now, if he hasn't taken it down, which I don't think he will, because it's gotten probably a good amount of views now because everybody's doing videos on it. But dude was voice cracking like crazy. Like he was ready to cry. I'm talking about my mama lives here, and like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, bro, relax. It's the internet, G. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that deep. Turn the laptop off. You'll be all right. But yeah, man. So he was claiming that they were disrespecting him, that they were clowning on him being a security guard, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like, look, man, there's things that you do in life that you yourself are guilty, that you feel guilty about, that is going to project onto others, right? And to my, like I said, I'm not trying to be biased at all, even though I don't rock with Pocho, because I do understand where he was coming from. I understand when you're a content creator, you're able to do thumbnails that they're going to grab the attention. I don't think it was clickbait, though. BFD and the other guy kept saying it was clickbait. It wasn't clickbait. It was more of a thumbnail that's going to get the attention of people, which, yes, it's technically clickbait is something that, you know, it baits you to click to the video. But the definition of clickbait as far as content creating is that you're lying, is that you're saying like, oh, you know, like this happened. I don't think that Pocho made that thumbnail to say like, oh, you know, like we did this album, tune in, like coming soon. Like I don't think he did that. Again, I haven't watched the video, so if he did, then I guess, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna bite my tongue. But I don't think he did, at least. You know, I'm just going based off that thumbnail. And to me, it kind of sounds like it was more so that he was throwing out the idea of like, oh, imagine if this happened, how big it would be, right? To where BFD, he obviously felt offended and was like, fool, don't throw me on no thumbnail with them dudes from down south. Like, that's how I'm taking it, right? And, you know, I understand, because I know there's homie rappers that wouldn't want to be like, say like somebody like Bozo that voices that he don't rock with the Northerners. He don't want to do no type of work or collabs or business with Northerners. If he was on there, he probably would feel the same way. He'd probably be like, man, get me off that you know, that thumbnail. Like, I don't want nothing to do with them dudes. And I'm sure that's how BFD felt. And I do like that BFD, he did say something that a lot of dudes don't understand from down south. A lot of the homies from down south don't understand about Northerners, right? There's homies that want to work with Northerners because, like BFD said, they don't have to deal with Northerners. Northerners don't want to work with homies because they got to deal with the upstate homies. And I didn't like that little comment that BFD made where, oh, yeah, you know, like, yeah, we go at it with them, but they snitch on us. Like, bro, I could tell you a gang of fools that snitched on my homies too, you know, but that's not even the video that I'm trying to do right now. But back to, you know, my point is, like, so I understand both sides, but I will tell you this. Pocho's response was BS. The dude lies out of his teeth like crazy. Like, this dude just, cause I'm not gonna lie to you, like I really thought that he, like, they went in on Pocho. I was like, oh damn, cause he said it was two things. He was like, oh, they disrespected that I'm a security guard, and like I was saying, you project that onto others, bro. So they never disrespected you for being a security guard. I think what your thing is you're probably like you feel guilty about being a security guard / northerner, and you know, you took it that way, but it didn't sound like they were dissing you for being a northern security guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't sound like that. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, they even said, like, hey, shout out to him. He dropped his flag. You know what I'm saying? He's not a northerner anymore. So, you know, stop exploiting the northern people and the homies, you know, which, again, I do understand it. I know, I get what he's saying. But Pocho, like I said, he likes to lie to make himself the victim, you know, like, even with the thing with me, I'll say this, not even trying to make this about me and him, excuse me, but when he when we had our little back and forth, he made a video with Nino America. Shout out to Nino America. I don't got no issues with him. He made a video with them claiming that I had been on YouTube for 2 years and I only had 500,000 views, which to me that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect to get that many views. So hey, to all the subscribers and all the viewers, good looking out for that. I got no shame in that. But then he claimed that he had been on YouTube for 4 months and had like I think he said like 1.5 mil views already. And it's like, bro, do you not know that you can click on your channel and see when your channel was made? Which I know for a fact was made like 2011 or 2012. And if you go down on his videos, you scroll all the way down, he's been uploading since then. So no, you don't have those views from 4 months ago, bro. Stop lying. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the dude's a liar, though. He's got issues. He's got certain things that he's got to figure out within himself and have love for himself, because he wants to, like, on the outside, he wants to show, like, oh yeah, you know, I'm not insecure. What is it? Like, I'm very, man, what's the word? I can't think of the word, but basically he's trying to put out there that he's very secure about himself, to where he's not worried about the internet. But it's like, bro, you're trying to prove yourself to the internet time and time again. So because of Pocho, Gold Toes ended up catching strays, to where I don't know about the viewers if they're gonna like this part, but BFD ended up saying Gold Toes is not a northerner. You know, that's coming from him, and from what I hear, the dude knows what he's talking about, so I'm not gonna go against him. But I also do like that BFD, he's the only person that I have ever heard. And I'm gonna say this right now, man. I think BFD watches my videos. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. But I made a video about how people rock with Gold Toes, even though he rocks with SPM, which is obviously a deviant person that nobody should even be around. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't wish prison upon nobody, but that dude needs to be under the prison. And the fact that he's getting released is crazy to me. But whatever, that's another topic. But BFD said that. He said he doesn't rock with the fact that Gold Toes is over there not rubbing elbows, because obviously dude is in prison, but, you know, he condones that stuff. And then Pocho's response to that was crazy to me. When Pocho said, oh, you guys want to talk about him because he might mess with one person that might have done something bad. Like, bro, what? What do you mean somebody that might have done something bad? The dude has been in prison since like the late 90s, I want to say. I don't even know how long it's been. But he's been in prison for a minute with paperwork saying that he, just look that up. I can't say it here because I know YouTube's going to trip. But the dude is, you know what I'm saying, just no good, straight up, trash. And the fact that you wanna ride Gold Toes is, you know what I'm saying, coattails so bad to get to, you know what I mean, to make it up there is like, bro, like, have some self-respect for yourself, dog. But again, you know, another thing that it's like, bro, why are you like riding so hard, dog? Like, relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure Gold Toes is like, man, leave me alone, fool. Like, you're doing too much, you know. But I don't know, man. Like I said, you know, it's crazy to me because I didn't think that Northerners would beef on the internet, because they say that they're too professional for that, and it's starting to happen. And it's going to continue to happen. This is the thing, is that on the internet, everybody has an opinion, and if you're not cut out for it, opinions are going to matter to you, and you're going to start making more videos and responding to more things, and you're just going to go back and forth with everybody. That's just the truth of it. So it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? If there's another podcast out there that's a northern podcast that gets bigger or is in competition with No Paperwork podcast, it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. It is what it is. You can't really maneuver around it. It's part of the internet, which is crazy. But like I said, I don't feel like BFD and the other guy were in the wrong. I feel like Pocho more so, I don't think he was wrong in the sense of making the thumbnail, but his response was wrong, because that fool was dissing tough. He was calling BFD a fat Irish, you know what I'm saying, just disrespecting him, just like, you know, talking about he ain't raza and all kinds of stuff, and like calling him out for fades. I was like, bro, like, you realize that, I mean, never mind, I'm gonna leave that where it's at, but, you know, it was just crazy to me, like, bro, you're that bent off of comments that weren't even really made about you. Like, you're really hurt about things that you in your head believe, and you want to get butthurt about it because somebody else said something similar. But like I said, it didn't sound to me like they were dissing Pocho. I just think they were saying what it is that they feel like he's exploiting their people and the homies, and you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like just like Pocho had that opinion, they can have that opinion about him. But let me know what you guys think. You know what I'm saying? I personally, I think it's funny. I do. Honestly, I do. I feel like it's funny. But you know, that's Pocho, man. He's always gonna have his little rants and do what he does. But hey, you know, that's part of his channel. You know, all 10 years of it. But yeah, man. So with that being said, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. It's all good. Leave a comment down under. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. And actually hit the subscribe button, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna bite you. It ain't gonna hurt you. Just hit the subscribe button. And like I always say, man, the goal is to make it out the hood and not stay in it. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.